We can't see Denise.
It's okay. You don't need to see.
You gotta talk loud. I hear. We're out at the beach. You're going to get to the other side. You'll see more. You want to walk around?
I didn't
Yeah. Well, the sunset. Yeah. If you kind of like scoot to the side and just kind of wave your hand in there. Here. All right. It's Mike and Denise. Welcome. Say hi if you're out there. A bunch of different channels. You might be watching us anywhere up and down on the East Coast, actually. Oh yeah. Let's start. If you're watching us anywhere down the East Coast, it might be freezing cold where you are, right? We checked the forecast. Cold this weekend. But we're here to tell you about making some plans for next January when it's going to be super cold. Even in Florida, someplace it gets cold in January. So we're already through that. We're actually broadcasting from the beach in Naples while I'm planking. And why am I planking? My back. I'm making an investment and a good habit that will hopefully make sure that I don't ever have to suffer, at least not longer, a couple weeks, with back pain, because I have a super sensitive back. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ebook, Live to 150 at liveto150.org. Please your life manual, you'll understand all this. But let's talk to you about your plans for January. You can see up here this graphic up on top, and if you go down here below and to the Eventbrite event, we just announced this yesterday. Ocean Cruise, first time there's ever been one. And who do we have, Denise? Who's going to be are already booked? There's only two right now.
Our special guest will be Dr. author of the China study.
Yeah.
And Dr. Scott Harrington. He's vegan primary care.
All right. Yes. Now, why, if you're vegan or plant-based, concerned about this. If you're not vegan or plant-based, doesn't even matter to you if this cruise is. And we're talking about health optimization. Now, we've been on a bunch of cruises, right, Denise? We've been on like a non-vegan cruise. Yeah. And what we're trying to this event is from everything that we've experienced and make it better. Like if you look down to the description when you click through the Eventbrite, like quality cruise, in terms of health, in terms of the food, actually in terms of everything ever been done. One of the things we want to do too is we want to get on the biggest, newest ship so that you have so much fun, you have so many things to do, and doesn't look old. Everything looks like it's new in style or whatever. Not like 1970 appliances or whatever.
And the ship doesn't sway all around.
Yeah. You're gonna love this ship. I'm super sensitive on everything, right, Denise?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things that really bothers me, and I had a little trouble, I will tell you, on the smaller ship. I was better on a bigger ship. We took a real big ship. I thought it was the biggest one I've ever seen, but this one's in existence. Okay.
Yeah, it's ginormous. It's in the Oasis class. You could Google it and see some pictures of it.
Or use any search engine. We don't care about Google.
Yeah, it has in the center of the ship where you be on the 10th deck and look down at the ground at the center. It's an aqua theater, meaning an outdoor amphitheater where you can sit around this, catch your entertainment there. They'll be doing diving and stuff.
Nice.
And there are like tips, and there are hot tubs too, and there are adult only areas. So bring kids, but there are some nice quiet areas just for adults.
Yeah, so event down below in the description of this video, wherever you're watching, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, all should be there. So click on that or go to faceevents.info, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the calendar because it's at the months from now. And besides the ship, okay, the ship's going to blow away anything you've ever seen before. And I don't know. But,
yeah.
And by the way, you don't want a brand new ship either, because when the maiden voyage of the ship.
Yeah, these ships have been like for 2 years now, so they're not brand new.
So it looks brand new. It's just that every boat instead of things not working.
Well, the kinks have been worked out.
Yes.
But tell us what's different about the food.
Oh, yeah, the cruise, the food. The food. It's like anything else. It's like my book, right? 80% food, okay? That's what it is. Now, we've been on cruises before. We've been on vegan cruises, and I can tell you, in fact, the last time I went, I couldn't go back because there was so much sodium in the food. I'm eating a week of food that I can't control the sodium on, and I want to eat all the different dishes because they have special own dining hall of the cruise for the vegan people, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have example of them all, right? Who doesn't? But I couldn't. So that was one of the things. Two, we had it was a regular cruise, not a vegan cruise, but they had vegan options, but they only had it for dinner. Duck. Like outside of dinner, I was stuck.
For breakfast and lunch, he just went and got fresh fruit.
Was it organic?
It wasn't organic.
No, nothing's organic on the cruises. So, all right, here's what we're proposing to do it all. We went 100% organic food. And that's actually the best. If you talk to Dr. Will out of our events, he will tell you that if you don't eat organic food, are you really eating vegan? Because the birds and the bees are being killed because they're spraying crap all over the food, which eventually you is the same thing to you. Yeah, so if you want to end the cycle of death, you have to go with organic or chemical. That's what we said to the cruise line. Let's do that. Then, of course, we have our healthy vegan food certification. Go to healthy food, but we'll tell you, okay? Basically, everything. We do some higher end events like the plants at tables where they actually will do it for a special, but you hardly ever get this stuff. And we want to change that. So go to healthyveganfood.info. Here is what it is. First of all, no one has to do anything with animal products. The whole organization, plantbaseddiet.org, is a fully vegan organization. Okay, that's a huge one.
It's a group 1 carcinogen.
Group 1 carcinogen, yes.
I mean, you can buy alcohol. It's not.
We're not supporting it for you. Sorry, not on the health optimization cruise. You can go take a booze cruise. And, my guess is might be fun for you until the side effects, especially breast cancer, alcohol. We don't even want to go into that. Actually, our probably people on our cruise will talk alternatives though to alcohol. Moving away from that. Other thing is fiber, actual real. So we're gonna have whole plant fiber in all the foods, okay? Because that's what people are missing, right? It's not missing protein. You're missing fiber. How much fiber is in animal products?
0.
How much fiber vegan processed foods?
Next to none.
There you go.
How much fiber is in?
0. It's all removed. All the beneficial stuff. Fiber helps your gut. Fiber optimizes your health. Okay.
Added salt.
Yeah. No added salt. No added oil.
You can
anything contains oil, right?
You can ask for it
later,
but not gonna cook with it.
Yeah. You're gonna be okay if you don't add any salt, or if you add a little bit, whatever. So no added salt, no added oil, and no added refined sugars.
And why is all this?
Because those are all forms of processing. Those are not plants. Salt is not a plant. It's crushed rocks. Oil is the worst form of a plant you can possibly imagine because everything's removed. All the nutrition, all the fiber. I'm shaking.
Salt and oil contribute to heart disease, and we don't want to contribute to that.
That's right. Go to healthyveganfood.info. Watch Dr. Esselstein's videos on how to become heart attack and stroke proof because there's cholesterol down below 150. He explains how to do that.
So is this food still going to taste good, Mike?
Of course it is. You're going to taste the plant. The plants are what we're designed to eat. We just had an event yesterday. Next week is Gainesville. So Gainesville, if you're out there, we're going up there in a few days. We're going to be up there. He's a wrestler, vegan wrestler. He was at Fort Myers Veg Fest. He's going to be at Gainesville Veg Fest. But he made some interesting points there. He said, you know what? He's like, I'm not a sauna, whatever, but if you drop me into some unknown place and I had to find some food to eat, what would I actually choose? Okay, that's the thing. Think about that. I bet you've never thought about that because everything's so abundant. So the wrong choices too, by the way. It's like food like products instead of food. And if you don't understand, I get my free RG. But what did he say?
If he had a choice between killing an animal and eating it, fur and all.
He wouldn't kill an animal, right? He wouldn't milk a cow.
If he had some fruit to choose from, he's going to pick the fruit.
Yeah, he'd even pick fruit over nuts or something. Is colorful. Why you have color vision? It's what people to be optimized with eating. So we're gonna have. By the way, this cruise we propose to have all whole grains, so no white rice, no white pasta, that kind of thing. Whole grains, because that's what when you strip a fiber. We said the fiber is it, right? Yeah. And then the thing is 3 to 4 maybe fully raw meals, prepared raw, not like you're just eating an apple, right? Like Denise said. Yeah. You're gonna eat. We were at Amazon Fruit Festival, right? And we had prepared meals. What were we eating that was raw? What could you possibly, or a tomato?
All kinds of stuff.
Like what? Tell people, because these people don't know.
Raw food.
So we
had lasagna night. We had tacos, pizza, salads full of all kinds of different toppings. That we had like a Eastern European theme one night.
Yeah.
So we
everything you can think of.
We gave the chefs. And what's wrong with cooked food, Mike? What happens to the nutrition value in the cooked food?
All right, well, cooking. So the more you cook it, like the higher temperatures, the worse it gets. But based on content, it breaks it down.
You mean it even destroys some of the protein in the food, the cooked food? Oh, we just heard that yesterday. So if you're worried about your protein, stop cooking your veggies.
Food. Yeah, that's the thing. Here's another thing we heard about yesterday. People were asking us because we announced the cruise yesterday at Fort Myers Veg Fest. So we said no, and someone said, "Well, what about cruise ships? Okay, they're not environmentally friendly about that." Well, we don't think this is the end all be all. What we're doing with the cruise ship is we're taking level. Okay, we are hopefully introducing a new way of eating and living to the people on these cruises. We don't think it's the ultimate thing. So just know that. I mean, it's a way to ask for somebody in Florida or somebody up north who wants to get out of the cold in January to come down, whatever. Take a quick flight if you need to, and get on the boat because most people in Florida will just drive over the boat. That's it.
It's easy for the locals. But so at a minimum, we reserve 30 to 60 people at a minimum that are like-minded, and I think the benefits of the environmental.
Well, that too. Plus, you're going to learn about what we're doing in Ecuador. All right, actually, that we're working on. We need to get some more money together. There's a kind of under wraps right now, but Ecuador is a tiny home in Ecuador where you can learn how to live in a zero-waste community. You can learn to live in a house, air conditioning or heat. You don't need it. So basically, living in Florida here, even though it's the rest of the U.S., is very energy intensive. It's not very sustainable in terms of, okay? You can't grow your own food here all year round either. You got hurricanes, you got floods, you got low-lying land, all kinds of things that they don't have in Ecuador. That's the most sustainable. Cruises are the end all be all. We think what we're doing in Ecuador is, and you'll learn more about it. We'll show you. Go to our website, aplantbaseddiet.org. Click on intentional communities and learn. By the way, totally vegan.
Yeah. So we heard a presentation about solar yesterday. Some companies give you 1-for-1 pennies on the dollar electricity from your solar panels. So someone out there owns a solar business. Maybe you can do a talk on the cruise.
Yeah, and by the way, we only have 2 people. So, but who do we have? What are the 2 people we have? Okay, we have Colin Campbell, author of the China Study. And guess what? We're going to celebrate his 90th birthday. I'm going to hang out with him for a week and celebrate. You get to have like with him or whatever, learn everything he knows on this cruise and celebrate his 90th birthday. Harrington, Dr. Scott Harrington of Vegan Primary Care. He is totally on board with all this health. The key takeaway is he's just a regular doctor, right? He's just an intern. He takes insurance. So you can just go to Dr. Harrington. And I know because a lot of people will say, oh, it's either in the medical system and you're not dealing with reality because you're managing symptoms and you're not healing or curing anyone. That's what one camp says. The other camp says, because anybody else, we don't know any of their credentials, we don't know what they're talking about. Dr. Harrington's both. He under the health optimizing lifestyle habits, and he's a regular doctor. So that's what and you can pick his brain all week long too at the cruise.
Yeah, he's licensed in several states too. But I'll let you talk to him about that.
Yes. Oh, I'm still doing plank. Okay. More potentially though, right? Because as long as all the seats are the staterooms that we have on the core presenters, that's the whole goal. So this is brand new, so we need your support. Go ahead, head over to the Eventbrite if you can't see the link, or just go down below, click on that link in the description way down below there, and please RSVP. You're not committing to anything. You're just going to get details. All the details yet.
Yeah.
Still under development, and we want your ideas too. Please let us know your idea. Contact us through our website, or you can send us an email to plantbaseddiet.org. That's our web address. How's the sunset looking?
I think it's gone. We can hang up now.
Well, actually, I don't think it's down yet. No, it's not sunset yet. I think sunset's like 6:10, 6:12, something like that.
It's I think it went behind those clouds.
Yeah, well, a lot of times the best sunset is after. There's two things happen with sunset that we've seen. Either there's too many clouds, like literally the whole sky is filled with clouds, or there are no clouds at all, and it's like the most boring sunset ever. I mean, you get any colors or any kind of dramatic effects.
This has potential. We'll give it 5 minutes.
Let us know what you think. And by the way, when you're watching this video, because we're live right now, please just ask us questions here. Tag your friends, anybody who'd be interested in this, because we think this is stand. We think that the date is Sunday 14th through Sunday, January 14th, 2014.
It doesn't work for Lauderdale, at least from Port Canaveral.
Oh, so I bet the parking's less expensive.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the parkulus.
So get your flight to Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
Or someone else who's local.
Yeah, carpool. Yeah. Well, we can take you. Our time. So I'm still doing my plank. Remember, why am I doing my plank? For best, all my book, free. Live to 150 at liveto150.org. And like I said, we think everyone's got to change. Okay, people are understanding is completely screwed up with the model of managing symptoms. You got to deal with root causes. Okay, the medical system are getting distraught and actually depressed because of no one's getting any better. Okay, we're all about getting people better, and that's why we have these two, Campbell and Dr. Harrington. Right between the two of them, the amount of knowledge is just, they're both credentialed too. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So please let people know. The sunset, that cloud's really moving in heavy now.
Yeah.
We'll see, but there's still season. How's your?
It might get better.
I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm doing these videos, because these videos are holding me accountable and do this plank. Because how many planks have I done outside of videos?
None.
Yeah, and that's the thing. On these cruises, okay, you're gonna get people to hold you accountable. You have new friends. I talk about this in the book, Live to 150, that you become like the 5 people you hang around, 5 people you hang around with or spend the most time with, because you are an average of them. Now, who do you think? Do you think you're going to get 5 average regular Joes and Janes? And we know that an average regular, basically someone who is in a chronic state of disease, I would say, right?
People there.
But if you are, please show up, because you get to hang around people who probably aren't in an amazingly positive way.
So if you've already heard Dr. Campbell's presentation, animal protein causes cancer if you eat more than 5% of it in that same old presentation, let us know what you'd like to hear him talk about, like besides wishes.
Yeah, we want to hear. Yeah, we want to hear other ideas besides just straight. I know just about anywhere online anymore.
Is his 90th
This
or
is the
80th?
It'll be 90.
90.
Yeah, 90 exact days. Not gonna be right on the cruise, but it's gonna be so close that we're gonna have a party. We've already talked to him about it.
Yeah. He'd like to do for fun with Dr. Campbell.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
have him do a walking tour for our morning exercise. Come up with some creative ideas for it.
And now it's all about the food here for this cruise. Not only about the food, but the high level too. We're not saying it's just vegan. We're not saying it's plant-based. We're not saying that I don't know, a wellness event. This is health optimization. This is going to be at the highest level. All vegan permaculture community in Ecuador, which we're also going to tell you about. Which is where all the society is designed, unfortunately, to make you ill these days. Like I chapter on the American dream and why I think it's so bad. And guess what, folks? I'm a licensed realtor. I know this probably upset somebody who's a real estate agent. But you know what? I deal with reality and the truth. I'm not as much money from people as possible. We want to convey the correct information. What's
wrong with the American dream?
Well, the American dream is designed so that you don't have to do anything. It's very, very little effort as possible.
You mean like opening your garage door?
Yes. Yes. Lack of purposeful exercise. We're doing plenty of exercise on the cruise, by the way. And then the other thing is, like your garage, you can walk 10 steps into your house. That's it. You're done. Yeah. You've walked a total of 500 steps, 1,000 steps for the day.
You have a ranch, there are no steps.
Yeah, and by the way, what's the number one benefit for aerobic exercise?
Mental health.
Yeah, mental health is not to lose weight. If you think you're going to, yes, you can do it, but you have to run a marathon every single day. So unless you're planning, you're not going to lose any weight. You might lose some. Anytime you concentrate on something, you will improve trading on it. I've talked about this in the book, and I said to other people too. There it is. It's going down. I see it on the class saving devices for your cars. I know it's EVs now, but in the past, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. It was gas saving devices. Lots of trading on driving better and keeping your tires inflated and doing the maintenance to your engine. That's why you saw the improvement, not because any of that stuff actually worked. But the stuff works, right? Yeah. The habit. So lifestyle changes. The food. The number one thing is the food, and it's involved. Okay. Everyone has been taught the wrong way. There are many enlightened, and that's who we hope to see on this cruise. Either people that are like that, or people that want to be like that. How old are we, Denise? We're probably like 30 years old, right? And then we don't have no idea what the real. We'll be ill before we know it, right?
No,
well, no, we're not. I'm almost 53 years young. That's next week is my birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it this?
Yeah, we're gonna fast instead of eating cake for his birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Fast. So and there goes the sun. Sun's going down.
For those that aren't aware, what's wrong with eating animal products, Mike?
Well, not much right, because if you heard us talk earlier how fiber is it. Fiber. How much fiber? No fiber in meat. No fiber in fish. No fiber in anything dairy. Anything with dairy in it. Fiber.
What about low-fat dairy or lean meat?
Oh, it's also very high in fat too. Whether they say it or not, don't believe the 1%, 2% stuff you see. It's not right. There's a very high percentage of calories from fat. You should never have more than 20%. Really, if you don't sitting in a chair in front of your screen, no more than 10%.
And you're not going to believe this, but there are no less than 20% fat.
They're all way above, way more than you ever need.
You won't read this on a nutrition. The labeling is allowed to be misleading.
And don't tell me that the cavemen did it. They didn't even know what they were doing because there was no internet back then or cameras. But if they were running around trying to catch their food, maybe they were running. Maybe that's okay. But you're not doing that. We know you're not doing that. So you need to do the diet, the food that works for your lifestyle, and it's not animal products.
So
by the way, cancer. Protein causes cancer in humans. Dr. Campbell is the one who wrote the book on that, and he's going to be on the cruise.
The wrong kind of protein. So not only is it necessary to, not only is it, it's also extremely cruel.
Yeah. Yep. It's bad. Very, very bad. So I just want to basically give you a system and a friendship network of people thing. And when you do the right thing, in case you don't know it, what usually happens, unless it's too late, in rare cases it is too late. Let's be honest. Okay, let's be real. But too late, and you can reverse almost all the disease conditions that you have. And by the way, cancer is the disease too.
For your cholesterol, you can reverse diabetes and high blood pressure and some cancers.
There's plenty of people that reverse cancer. Plenty of people.
Lymphoma.
And,
everybody
Denise,
thought it was.
The doctors that they see for cancer think that any of that could be reversed.
They're just shocked when people change it with their diet and
right.
And
we understand yourself or anybody else, especially if you're seeing a doctor right now. But understand that there's hope. Change your habits. And if you're stuck in the hospital, guess what? The food they're giving you there is probably never, because it is the food that's the problem.
They serve animal products in hospitals.
Or nursing homes, assisted care, memory care, all these places. It continues a downward spiral. This is not a good thing. This is going to change, and hopefully events like this that we're going to change and encourage. I got to stop more people to do the right thing, and you can take control of your own health. So that's it.
Sun's down. We're going to sign up.
Yeah.
Sign up at Eventbrite.
Plant-based events.info all the way down to the bottom. Maybe we'll see you at Gainesville Veg Fest. Also, you want to see him. Also, Sunday. Chuck Carroll from PCRM. Chuck Carroll's going to be there this week. He used to be, 300-400 pounds, something like that?
He had size 66 pants in the
so
waist.
It's fun. It's going to be a little colder for Florida. We're not going to be in shorts. I think we'll be in long pants and long sleeves, maybe a jacket. Still a nice day to be outside.
Yes.
All right. Nice. Thank you so much for watching. Pass us along. We'll see you next time. Bye.